Yeah. This son of a bitch. This motherfucker. Well, no, I guess I should say kitty fucker. This guy is a Christian missionary who just recently got sentenced to like 40 years in jail for molesting orphans overseas, like in Africa and Kenya, shit like that. He would take advantage of orphans that were feeling down and out and really cast aside by society, and he would molest them during the middle of the night. Oh, but it wasn't him. No. It wasn't him that was doing it. No, it was it was Luke. Luke was doing it. Who's Luke, you might ask? Well, Matthew Durham. Matthew Durham, this little shit keel right here. Apparently, he had a person living inside him, or not really a person, more like a demonic spirit or something, that would get what he wants. At least that's what one of his text messages said. And what apparently Luke wanted was to fuck little kids as they slept in their bunks. And so, yeah, he has to pay a restitution of $15,000. As well as serve 40 years in prison. So, good on you, you little shit. Good on you. Way to take advantage. Recently Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton were posed with the question of God's relevance in today's nation. Well, Bernie Sanders really, and of course Hillary Clinton was asked, exactly what God she prayed to, or if she prayed, or something like that. As far as the relevance goes, there's been a number of different ideas floating around about God's relevance in society today. And, I think pretty much everybody has the same idea, except some people have presented it differently. For example, Hemant Mehta has presented it as, like, of course God is relevant. You're an idiot to suggest whether or not God is relevant in today's society. I mean, are you serious? Come on, man. So, he's presented it that way. Although, I think J.T. Eberhard, he has presented it in a little bit better way, in that specifying that the belief in God is very much relevant in today's society, whereas God is not so much relevant. And, I covered this in a debate recently, where I kind of compared our current society with societies that were a lot more tied with God. And by doing that, you can really tell how our society really doesn't have God relevant to it. A belief in God, sure, because people still believe in God. That's of course going to be relevant for for who the fuck knows how much longer. But, to say that God is relevant to our society, I really don't think he is, considering the fact that we don't actually, have any laws or anything like that really reflect God in our society. It doesn't reflect anything like that. Like, for instance, the Ten Commandments. Only 2 of the commandments are actually laws. The rest of them are just kind of moral guidelines for people. Some people follow those moral guidelines. Some people don't think that they're too bad. Some people don't think that it's wrong to steal other people's shit. Some people don't think that it's wrong to covet other people's shit. Some people don't think that it's wrong to, take the Lord's name in vain, while other people do. So, I mean, given that the laws of the Bible and the morals of the Bible have changed over time, I don't really see how you can say that God is relevant to our modern society when it seems like modern society gives God the big fat finger whenever society needs to change. Hey, did you know that recently in Texas, they voted pretty much a retarded 15-year-old to the GOP chair? Yeah. If you don't know Robert Morrow, you should. And if you don't know why I'm saying that he's basically a retarded 15-year-old kid, this is his Twitter feed. Apparently there's a big titty alert in the Texas legislature. And then you've also got stuff like this, like I am awesomeness. Yeah, he's definitely awesomeness. And then you've also got some more big titty warnings. There's a lot of massive D's moving into the area. Massive pillows, massive valleys are making their way through the Texas front in the Texas legislature. There's also already been a parody account that's been made of him. Robert Morrow's bangs. Born this way hair designed to hide the inevitability of my own demise. Not represented by the mouth that resides below me, just a victim of his stupidity. Recently, though, he stated in an interview that apparently the best way to know somebody is by who they fuck. So let's actually, you know what we can do is we'll actually watch a news report about him. It's not that long, so maybe you guys can appreciate it a little bit.
The Travis County GOP party is up in arms after a new party chairman was elected Tuesday night. Members say they will do anything to have Robert Morrow removed from the role before his work begins.
They will do anything. They will do anything. They will get on whoever's knees need to be gotten on in order to get this guy. They will suck however much dick they need to in order to get this guy. Like, to hear the GOP say that they will do anything to get this guy out. I mean, they are heralding Trump. Trump is their front man, and they want this guy out.
Our Steph Manacero spoke with Morrow along with some who are outraged by his election. So, Steph, why is the party so upset?
Well, Meg, today I spoke with Matt Makoviak, the party's vice chairman, and while he says Morrow is irresponsible and did not run for the right reasons, he says his greatest concern is Morrow's presence on social media, which he describes as embarrassing to the Republican Party nationwide.
How bad do you have to be in order to be embarrassing to the Republican Party? Oh, I don't know. Possibly this bad. Big titty alert. That's how bad you gotta be. Like, you can't have any kind of nuance to it or any kind of subtlety. You've got to be, like, pretty blatant and out there. It's like, dude, don't you know how to be subtle about shit? Crap. Hold on.
Take a look at some of these tweets. It's not only Democrats that Morrow references, it's Republicans as well. From Marco Rubio to Donald Trump to the Bush family to Rick Perry.
Yeah, he says that I think Clinton is a rapist as well as other people are rapists. LBJ had JFK assassinated with probably an AK. So, yeah.
To the Clintons, Morrow does not seem to have boundaries for who he attacks on Twitter. Keep in mind, these tweets were all sent out Tuesday night.
Lots of homosexual adultery among the gay men of the Bush family. Wow. This guy has no shame. No shame whatsoever.
During the election, and Wednesday once he had already been elected. When asked to explain, Morrow said everyone needs to be called out for his or her wrongdoings.
Well, the 11th commandment is thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican.
I can't, I mean, yeah. I mean, Moses definitely said that. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not say something ill of another Republican.
And I throw that out the window. If they're misbehaving.
No, you don't just throw it out the window there, bud. I mean, you football kick that motherfucker right out of the universe. Like, you take that motherfucker, you're just like, boom!
If they're doing things wrong politically, they'll hear about it from me. And if they have a wildly hypocritical sexual life, especially if they're a married man and it involves adultery with strippers, hookers, and gay prostitutes.
Okay, Steph, one more.
Is he in league with Mary Lou Bruner? I don't know if you remember her, but, she's the one that thinks that Obama was like a gay prostitute and that's how he paid for drugs. Apparently. I wonder if maybe they're in cahoots. Like, maybe you think that maybe like that's her grandson or maybe her son. No, more than likely that's her son, and they both share tinfoil hats.
Question: where does the party go from here?
Well, Makoviak says he's been on the phone for the past 24 hours exploring every possibility to remove Morrow from office. He says first he'll try to persuade Morrow to resign.
I don't think that's happening. There's no way he's giving it up.
If that does not work, he says he'll make Morrow a chairman in name only with no power.
You can do that? Yeah, we'll make him a chairman in name only with no power. Like, how bad? I mean, this is how bad you got to be for the GOP party to be like, we'll let you keep your seat, but you ain't got no power whatsoever. We're going to take your power away from me.
Away his access to money, email accounts, and data. He said.
Money, email accounts, and data. The most important one of that is email accounts and data. I think, money too, because, he'd probably spend it on hookers or porn, probably porn.
Says he would even go so far as to create an alternate Republican Party organization at the local level.
We'll create an alternate one at the local level. Wow.
The level of interest in this is clear. It's not because people care about the Republican Party of Travis County. It's because there's a lunatic that wants to serve in this role and wants to destroy the Republican Party of Travis County from the inside.
Going forward, it's a matter of what's legal and what's not. Of course, we will be following the way this all plays out. We've also posted the raw interview with Robert Morrow on our website. You can check it out at twcnews.com. In the newsroom, Steph Manacero, Time Warner Cable.
Be sure to check out my own personal breakdown of that video in the future because I did definitely grab that shit.